Hello and welcome. For years, people have been saying the tank is finished. Cheap drones, top attack missiles, constant surveillance, and precision strikes have made heavy armor look like a relic from another era. On the surface, that argument makes sense. Recent wars have shown tanks getting hit from above, tracked in open terrain, and destroyed in ways that would have been much harder a generation ago. So it is easy to look at the footage and say the age of the tank is over, but that conclusion is too simple. The tank is no longer the untouchable king of the battlefield. That part is true, but becoming more vulnerable is not the same thing as becoming obsolete. Tanks still do things that few other platforms can do at the same time. They bring heavy, direct fire, protected mobility, psychological pressure, and the ability to move forward with infantry under hostile fire. A drone can spot, harass, and destroy. A missile can ambush. Artillery can suppress. But taking ground, holding it, and pushing through fortified positions still requires armored force in many situations. This is exactly what recent conflicts have exposed. In Ukraine, tanks have suffered enormous losses, especially when moving without proper support. In Nagorno-Karabakh, armored vehicles looked frighteningly exposed when drones and precision fires were used well. In dense urban fighting, armor has also faced serious risks, from ambushes, top attack weapons, and narrow kill zones. But these same conflicts also show something important. Armies have not stopped using tanks. They keep bringing them back, modifying them, protecting them, and integrating them into new tactics. That tells you something. If tanks were truly useless, militaries would be abandoning them. Instead, they are trying to make them survive in a much harsher environment. The biggest lesson is that the unsupported tank is dying, not the tank itself. A tank moving alone is now an easy target. A tank supported by infantry, engineers, reconnaissance drones, electronic warfare, air defense, and active protection becomes a very different thing. It becomes part of a network. That is where modern armored warfare is heading. Tanks are no longer separate battlefield champions. They are becoming protected nodes inside a wider combat system. They need eyes in the sky, jamming against enemy drones, better coordination, and faster awareness. Without that, even advanced armor can be hunted down. With it, armor still has serious battlefield value. There is also a deeper point here. Warfare does not stand still. Every time a new weapon appears, people rush to declare the death of something older. Machine guns were supposed to kill maneuver, anti-tank missiles were supposed to kill tanks. Precision air power was supposed to make ground assaults far less important. Now drones are supposed to finish the job, but war rarely works that neatly. Old systems survive by adapting. Armor is doing that again, right now. Better protection, better sensors, better integration with drones, and better battlefield awareness are changing what tanks look like and how they fight. The shape is evolving, but the role is not disappearing. So, are tanks becoming obsolete in modern warfare? Not really. They are becoming less dominant, more exposed, and much more dependent on combined arms support. That is a huge change, but it is not the same as irrelevance. The modern battlefield has become brutal for armor, yet armies still need protected firepower when they want to break through, survive contact, and hold terrain. The future probably belongs neither to the tank alone nor to the drone alone. It belongs to the side that can combine both better than its enemy. And that is the key idea. Tanks are not dead. They are being forced to evolve. In modern war, the tank that survives will not be the one with the thickest armor alone. It will be the one that can see more, react faster, and fight as part of a connected team. What do you think? Are tanks becoming obsolete, or are they simply entering a new phase of warfare?